again, it's based on the next two picks, or the next single pick actually from Nigma, because of course Cool Guys don't have the last pick in the draft. And this is the first Keeper Light in Division 1 for Europe at least.
Yes.
Wow. I don't know about other regions, but for this region alone.
And you are, I was right by assuming that you were sarcastic with that Luna is not a tanky hero.
Yes,
right?
that's exactly
Just,
right. Yeah.
Well,
just
but
in
with
case
items,
you know,
items
eventually Luna gets to be a little bit more of a, I stand still and hit stuff.
Yeah,
Come
unfortunately,
at me.
that doesn't really work out in Dota if your only person who can frontline is the one that needs items, because you don't get given time in Dota anymore. I think a lot of teams have played at such a high pace. If they identify that, often they'll just beeline for that hero relentlessly. Use all your smokes early game. They won't have a game.
But with that said, like Luna's not that tanky, but I prefer like a hybrid tanky carry that has more damage and control, because Bristleback isn't going to do that much against Queen of Pain unless she blinks into him, because he can like goo her and do quills a little bit, but she'll just leave when it's time to be in danger, whereas Luna has more control over the fight and has a higher damage potential. So sometimes it's better to take that like hard carry and pair them with heals to make their hard carry even stronger.
Ooh, this is such a nice Night Stalker pick. And the reason why second pick Queen of Pain is so strong for Nigma specifically is because right now we're talking about it being, you know, maybe the carry, maybe the safe lane, or the mid lane. They get to decide after Cool Guys pick. Like if we had Cool Guys draft with ultimate last pick, we could maybe give it some more merits, because okay, they're going to pick that final tanky hero to utilize Keeper Light to have a timing. But because their offlane pick that's meant to be enabled is going to be fully countered potentially by an RTW carry, or maybe it's just ignored, right? And they just pick a strong miracle like a Doom or something still, right? And just play a casual game. But
I mean, it's cool as well because Night Stalker ulti, I believe, does it prevent the heal for COD ulti, or do you only heal when you ulti? How does it work?
The heal still works.
The heal still works when you're ulti. Okay. In the past, it wasn't like that. But one upside for Cool Guys, though, is Luna's aura is going to give a lot of night vision towards their team when Night Stalker does use his ultimate, so they will still have some vision control against the Night Stalker. So it's not all bad, but it's a great hero against Coddle, Puck, and Io. Those are three heroes that don't want to be silenced, that don't want a hero on top of them, and Night Stalker is going to provide a lot of headache to them if Nigma moves around correctly in team fights.
I'm trying to think what the offlane pick is here, because right now, like, is I'm trying to think of a hero that can utilize Keeper Light to great effect. So, for example, like a Timbus or Coddle can be really disruptive because you have so much spam in lane. You've got to buy a hood early to deal with a quad, but then you're relying on Luna farming, that hero crushing lane, syncing up at the correct time and winning. If it goes later, you're probably just going to lose because you lack team fight outside of Puck. So,
what about something like a Legion Commander as a pick? It's like semi-carry-ish. It gives you good lockdown against Quap. Dispel against some things is okay. It's maybe not the best pick, but I feel like they need something like that can fight and farm.
Yeah, it's just then maybe the Tusk, Snowball Save, etc. It's going to be good early on, but then later into the game it's difficult. Because again, like I love Night Stalker as a hero right now. I think it's not underrated, but maybe underpicked, because it feels like it's always nighttime if you're playing well, if you have that early lead. You always got vision. You can enable squishier heroes to position better. Compared to Cool Guys, they're going to struggle trying to take these fights, right? And what are they going for in the end?
Sanking.
Sanking Coddle. It's just going to be a kill-hungry lane. They don't have a natural front line, but they are going to be able to always set up relocates, with Sanking blinking in first, Puck then second, and a relocate coming in with Luna. So.
Or Dream Coil sets up Epicenter so easily too.
Sure.
They're going to be grouped up. I kind of like it. They're not that tanky, but if Io's having a good time, they should be able to keep them alive.
I just feel this is just going to be like a Doom, though, for Nigma. Is it ban? No, it's not ban. All right. Just a hero that quickly buys BKB will like, ooh. All right. Little cheeky anti-mage, actually. Completely different turn of events.
I mean, it's a lot of magic damage coming from Cool Guys, like an absolute crap load of magic damage.
They have,
so
I'm going to say 1.5 stuns, because Coil is the 1 stun, and Burrow Strike's the half stun, because anti-mage often can just reflect that and just be fine.
I mean, it's a great AM game, certainly. He doesn't basically ever have to fight Luna if he doesn't want to, and even then, Eclipse isn't going to feel that good. Like, they have all these, like, squishy... That's like, these squishy heroes are often kind of weak against the same stuff. Night Stalker and Anti-Mage kind of punish the same heroes. It's like spellcaster heroes need to cast spells to stay alive, and they only do magic damage. So I don't... The aim pick there is just so good.
Like, that's the type of pick where it just forces their opponent's hand so much, where it's like, if you don't win your lanes, group up correctly, take the Aegis, make our map feel small, we will eventually just have this AM who can 1v9.
Yep.
Because like I mentioned, like, they don't have the stuns to easily kill him when he gets to, you know, Manta +1. So I am a bit worried for Cool Guys, but also maybe they can get it. But sanking into anti-mage is never fun.
There's a third Sand King of the day.
That's weird.
It's probably going to be okay, so for the 4,500 people that watch that game, the Ghost Frog sanking will probably be equal. No, the Chillax sanking will be the same as that. It's going to be that hard to play that in. Yeah.
That was a very terrible sanking.
So the
It could be like that.
Good.
No, they died like 2-3 times in lane. I think that could be the same thing. Like, it's so rough to play that lane as sanking.
Well, perhaps Funnick will have more luck than
hope
what
so.
we saw earlier, because obviously we did see also Team Tickles with an amazing sanking play. So
True.
perhaps they're going to replicate that one. We're finding out in Game 1 together with our commentary team. It is Waga and Cap.
That's right. We're currently looking at a three-way tie right now between Nigma Galaxy, Team Secret, and Tundra. And of course, Nigma wants to be able to get themselves into that potential at least tie for top 4 in that spot. And they can say they would have gone to the major if there had been one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Our imaginary major that we still dream of.
Yeah.
I mean, tying is still. Is there a difference between points? I think there's a. Would they have to play that out as well for DPC points?
I believe they would have to, yes,
because any
there
difference-
is a difference.
Yeah,
You get
there's a difference
30
in the
points for
placement.
5th, you get 60 points for 4th, and
you go.
120 for 3rd, and that's kind of the area that we're looking at right now, because OG could still technically go 4 and 3, and that then, in which case, if you win out the tiebreaker among all these teams who are close right now, you would be able to jump up to 3rd as opposed to 5th.
That's a big difference in points, and I mean, ultimately, that is what Dota is all about in the competitive scene, is just trying to get to TI any way you can, right?
Yep.
So definitely rough right now that there seems to be no TI, or no major coming up, but you gotta get the points you can here in the league.
Yeah, and I think obviously Cool Guys, they're already heading down to the lower division. They said they wanted to be able to bring someone down with them. That someone is going to be Alliance, and Cool Guys didn't really have an effect in that regard. But I'm sure just for their own sake, they would like to be able to win more than the one game that they've won so far, and that was against OG. They took a game off of them. Everybody else, they got 2-0'd. So I'm sure they would like to be able to show that they have improved over the season. And even if they're going to go down to the lower division, they are a credible threat for the future.
Yeah. Hey, Cool Guys got something new about them as well, right? This logo, they didn't have this before.
Yeah, new
Changing
logo, new sponsor.
New logo, new us. It's time to win.
That's probably the most motivating. I mean, nowadays, right?
Yeah.
When you get a sponsor for your organization.
What is the creature on their logo? This is very reminiscent
a
of my-
raccoon, right? That's what I think it is.
Why is it like? Yeah, I guess it's very similar to my Red Panda days. Is all I'm thinking here.
True. That's actually that's a good point.
Yeah.
Might need to issue some sort of.
Better not take a Red
Copyright
Panda.
claim.
Yeah, me and Sing Sing will come knock on your door.
What was your guys' names back then?
Q-Pad Red Pandas.
Q-Pad.
Yeah.
Q-Pad Red Pandas. I'm gonna look up. It is remarkably close to
Right?
your guys' logo.
Isn't it very similar?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this one's a little wider. Definitely feel more raccoonish than panda, but yes, similar coloring, similar facial structure.
Not stolen. Yeah.
Not stolen, but maybe copied off your paper a little bit. You know.
Hey man, Red Pandas rock. Just saying.
Yeah, they do. Very cuddly creatures. All right, we got the mid matchup: Miracle versus Noob.
Miracle on Queen of Pain. That's hype. I mean, this is a playmaker hero, right?
Holy crap, look at this. They managed to get first blood for ILTW just ever so barely. They thought they were going to be able to win the lane with the Caustic Finale, really aggressively pushing in, forcing the creeps to pop and doing that extra bit of damage. Almost managed to get themselves a winning situation, but sadly they give away first blood first to ILTW.
Yeah, he's going to be so happy with that. LTV plays a really strong anti-mage as well. So excited to see what he's going to bring out here. Very elusive course, by the way, on Team Nigma Galaxy, as they have anti-mage and Queen in the same lineup. Very blinky.
Yeah, in which case the lockdown that they do have, which they've got none of it from their support, so it's got to come from the Puck and Sand King. So presumably you want this Puck and Sand King to have a really good laning phase, in which case I transitioned what our panel said. T-Gov was like, this Sand King may have a horrific game. Do you agree with that?
It could get that way because look, they're going on him again. They're gonna try and bring him down, and I don't think he can live. He's level 1 still.
Yeah, he doesn't have Burrow Strike, so there's no way out of this. When he pops a Fairy Fire, that's not going to change much. And if anything, DNZ's got to be careful here. He's going to go for the short-range TP to get out.
Oh, that's a painful TP.
Yeah, and ILTW with the Orb of Venom is just going to be able to get even farther ahead. He's got enough for boots if he wants to be able to go that route.
He's going for Orb of Corrosion. He wants even more damage, committing to winning the lane early here.
I saw him queue up treads, and I was like, man, I think when you're already winning the lane like this, I feel like an Orb of Corrosion would do you a lot of good.
Yeah. I mean, this is expected, though. I mean, he is Grandmaster on Anti-Mage, by the way. Like, he's level 30 on this hero. This is definitely a signature hero that slipped through the pick phase.
How many heroes do you think he's Grandmaster on? Because ILTW is known for being one hell of a pub spammer. They've actually got 2 of the most prolific pub spammers on the same team between him and Mind Control.
True. I don't imagine he has many. It's a lot of time investment to get multiple. Maybe I can sneak it.
How long did it take you for you to get your TA from 25 to Grandmaster tier?
I don't know, like 400 games or something?
Really?
Or, I don't know. No, from Master? No, I'm not sure how many games. Definitely not 400.
Okay.
It takes a long time, though. It's the same amount as from level 1 to level 25.
Really?
From 25 to 30.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that is a lot.
So multiple 30s, that's tough.
I'll be honest, I haven't even tried working on Grandmaster tier for... Well, the only hero that I have Master tier is Pango, so it's not like I've got options.
I'm working on Queen. This is a good patch.
Another jump forward. Pops spell shields. That's long enough for them to be able to get off the secondary stun here, and enough for them to be able to get the kill on DNC. This is a horrific lane because Funnick can't even Burrow Strike necessarily with that spell shield.
You know, there's a thing you can check right now is net worth. With Anti-Mage #1 in net worth. That is never what you want to see if you're on the enemy team. I mean, you want to shut this hero down in the early game, but he's out farming the mid heroes right now. Yeah. That is unheard of.
This is looking like we're going to need some sort of early rotation. I think they definitely thought they were going to be able to... Oh, tried to go for the kill. Nope, it's going to be a close call, but sadly runs out of steam, and Miracle ends up winning that. Miracle's so good at being able to read just those situations and just push it to the limit. And with the help of GH, they get a big kill.
Yeah, GH just at the right place at the right time there as well. I think it was a correct read by Puck at first there that he was going to be fine fighting. A little bit of damage here on the Night Stalker. with some attempted body blocks here. Very cute.
Yeah, very nice.
Get him. Get him.
Stay in front of him. Stay in front of him. Don't let him slip by. There you go. Get back in front. Nice.
He's working
nice.
it, man.
He really is.
Watch out. There's a tusk coming. You get punched. Not fun when you're a Wisp.
Time to leave. Time to leave.
Yeah. That was cute. He got a lot more damage than he would have if he didn't try that body block.
So it's looking like a pretty disastrous laning phase for Cool Guys. But how would you say, outside of that, their lineup matches up against Nigma's?
You have something nice, I think, in that Luna can be a timing push type hero, which is what you need against Anti-Mage. She's the type of hero who can like finish just a few items and then break high ground very early. So I like that, but I'm missing something on their team. Like against Anti-Mage, you want something more like a Death Prophet or something to take towers, because it's really only Luna clicking.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit concerned, Cap.
Yeah, I feel that concern too. Especially with that mid kill going the way. Because the other hope was that like Noob would be able to win the matchup against Miracle.
Right.
And then he could go on and, you know, be hunting down the Anti-Mage. Even if they're primarily magic damage, they could probably slow him down. ILTW, gonna get another one. Funnick, he hates his life right now. And their only hope of a recovery is being able to have lots of stacks in this triangle, and I think that's the first one. Oh, it didn't even stack. Oh, no.
But we've seen this earlier today as well, this thanking pickup, and I think it's so abusable. Mid, we might see Coil here. Yeah, they're going to try for it. Going with a nuke.
Yeah, with the blast coming in, that's going to be enough.
That's a good kill. I was going to get to that. I think Sand King is a hero that is so weak in the beginning of the game. The first 3 levels is what I think Jenkins said earlier. It's just so true. This hero struggles to get that impact, and with Grimstroke Anti-Mage, you already can just bully Sand King.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why teams are favoring Sand King over some other options.
Totally agree. Because, I mean, you need one of all of your abilities. Oftentimes, just to be able to hope to survive in lane. And like the old times of like
he's dead again, isn't he?
He's dead again. I mean, he's out of mana, so he's going to take less damage, but the Orb of Corrosion is still burning the hell out of him. He does manage to get off Sandstorm here. A little bit surprised.
Yeah.
No dust, huh? With all those kills, I'm a little bit surprised they didn't have some extra consumables.
Tusk is here watching, though. He knows he's sitting in there. He's like, can you leave? The dust is not coming. Never mind.
Okay, they give him enough mana for him to be able to burrow strike the low ground, and they managed to place the sentry.
The sentry will get a D ward instead. They got value.
No.
Yeah, it's just
even when Nigma loses, they still win.
Yeah, extra gold going the way of Tusk there. And meanwhile, I mean, both Queen and AM having this good of a start. To be fair, though, Puck is not far behind the Queen. Puck is right behind there.
Yeah. Even after that kill, it's pretty close.
In.
The Puck is going to be able to come in, see if they can blow up. Ooh, the coil missing out on the Tusk, and with the explosion, they are going to be able to kill DNC pretty easily. The silence is actually going to last long enough here that they're not going to be able to chase after GH's Tusk. Kuro instead. Oh no!
That was so nice.
It keeps on happening. Kuro managed to aggro the neutral creeps and gets a deny there, basically.
Oh, man.
Noob running himself away, but Funnick is currently stuck inside the Sandstorm. They're going to go for a Miracle. Trying to catch him. They were hoping to be able to get a nice block off there. Fortunately, a TP in from DNZ will refill both Noob's bottle as well as give him some mana.
This hyper-aggression from AM, he wasn't even moving there to try and join something at the tier 2 enemy mid-tower at minute 8 as Anti-Mage. This is not your AFK just sitting and hitting creeps Anti-Mage. This is an Anti-Mage who wants to exert pressure early.
Do you think that's part of the reason they called GH over? It was like, hey, this Sand King is going to have 0 game. If you guys actually rotate bottom, make sure there's no stacks going up, right? Because that's the only way Sand King recovers off of these sort of lanes, is if there's a really big hard camp stack.
Yeah, I think they just want to have some harmony between their 2 supports and the mid-hero. They want to move and make stuff happen, and we see that now. Smoke towards top by the Tusk and the Queen.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
They unsmoke.
One lane that is doing okay for itself may just lose out. A beautiful shards. GH is going to roll over to Amar here as Mind Control now joining into the fight here. As Amar, the Sonic Wave goes down. A double kill for Miracle. Perfectly lined up for the mid killer of Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, they chased that down. Nice of them to go on both those kills instead of just taking one easy. I mean, normally you say just get the kill, focus one down, but they knew that Queen was around with ulti. They chased down both of them and end up getting a big payoff. I mean, look at this. Tusk just chases after the Wisp, and Night Stalker's like, nah, I'll go Luna. Make sure she dies too.
And as Amar tries to tether back, he just lines it up for Miracle.
That was clean.
Back into the game, we've got mid lane. They're actually going to be able to get a 2-man coil onto the Queen of Pain and Tusk here. Quap makes it out, but the Tusk may not be so lucky. Oh, the explosion there managed to catch Mar in some trouble. They're going to dive in, managing to get that kill. ILTW is just playing so active on this Anti-Mage, and he's not going to get punished for it here. Not potentially going to be able to punish really anybody unless maybe the Grim Stroke, but they actually got the silence onto the Puck. Couldn't cast any more spells, couldn't follow it up with a silence of his own, and he dies like that.
They brought down the Arcane Rune Puck. That was his time to maybe make some plays there. He was feeling it going in, but nah.
Yeah, he like double orbed in that fight because of both the Arcane Rune and the Chakra Magic.
Yeah. I was really confused. I'm like, wait, that's normally at level 20 Puck thing, but nope. He has some cute tricks there. Not enough to bring down Nigma Galaxy, though, as they fight very tenaciously. They bring everything they can to these fights.
Yeah, I mean, this buildup of Orb of Corrosion, completing the treads outright before even trying to go for the Battle Fury. Like, you could see both ILTW in his moves and his item build. He wants to play active.
You know, it's interesting because he had such a free lane. He's now going to farm behind, but he's on same farm as Luna. And if he wanted, he could have had much more farm at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
But he would have done a lot less to impact the game positively. So he's showing here as level 30 Anti-Mage spammer that it's not just about how many creeps you can hit and how much farm you get. It's about making sure your team can actually get to the mid game in a comfortable way. So this is really cool proactive gameplay.
Him and Miracle on the Queen of Pain are the top 2 net worths right now. We got a small Ancient stack, but sadly not enough. Like, the idea being if they can do well enough with that Sand King lane in the first couple levels, Sand King starts becoming a hero that you can leave independent. And then Coddle would have been able to stack up the triangle a whole bunch. Luna would have had Ancients to farm. Sand King could have gotten a fast Blink Dagger. But it all starts with that like level 1 through 3 that you were talking about, the weakness of the Sand King.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a move with Coil coming to bottom. See if they can catch Anti-Mage. Would be huge to get that kill. Oh, he
Certainly
senses
would,
it.
but he does indeed. Pops the counterspell. He's out.
Yeah, not gonna catch that one, and that's a big rotation moving down here. AM now could choose to teleport top and take safe farm, or is he gonna stick around? Oh. Kato is so fast, he can just run away. When he's in that ghost form, 431 movement speed with just brown boots.
Yeah, that's... He's a speedy one. Cool guys trying to find what farm they can here through the neutrals while also being off map so they could potentially find a kill, whether it's mid or bottom. But it seems like they're not going to be able to find anything there. They go up top lane to catch the Night Stalker here. The coil's going to wear out in a second, but fortunately, Thug is able to deliver enough damage fast enough that the Night Stalker cannot slip away into the night. Funnick's in trouble, and he's dead.
Yeah, Funnick again. Just, he was so close to Blink Dagger. He was right there. He's got 1,800 gold now after dying, so he was just 200 gold off. And then maybe he can finally have impact. But look at this skill. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. Queen going deep.
Inkswell not able to land, but the Phantom will. The Phantom, that I think is a level 3 Phantom, if I saw that right. That is going to be particularly scary.
Yeah, it's level 3, so it requires that extra hit to bring it down. But speaking of skill builds, and the Sand King who's struggling so much and almost has his Blink Dagger, look at his build. He has 1 point Burrow Strike. Even if you have Blink right now, I mean, that Burrow Strike is not that strong.
Inkswell doesn't quite land on the mark. They also had a defensive relocate coming in. And because NGX has already backed out, there's nothing they can really do.
One thing cool guys have going for him is that Luna is starting to get pretty huge. They have another stack here. She's got the Mask of Madness, Dragonlance, the Power Treads, and soon gonna have the Yasha as well. Of course, expecting a Manta style from her. Or at least a Yasha next. But they need to start transitioning this into something more. Right now, she's just killing creeps, and Nigma are just farming everywhere. They got Mind Control just AFK farming top. He's been there like the entire game. He's been in 1 kill as a Night Stalker at minute 15. He's just chilling. And that's not a bad thing for him. He's getting huge. Yeah, look at his heat map, dude. That's where he's been for the entirety of this 15 minutes.
Yeah, if I always feel good about a game if I can, as a Night Stalker, take the off-lane tower and just farm until second nighttime. I feel like second nighttime is the real terrorizing part where you can begin running around slaughtering people.
And you're right, look at him. Immediately, second nighttime comes around, he moves mid, and he starts slapping the tower a bit. He's like, you're next.
He's marking his territory. This one's coming up next.
He is.
And with that double bracer into Echo Saber build, he's going to be hard to bring down. He's going to hit really hard if he can ever catch the backline supports. They're going to go for it? Nope.
They want to epicenter him so badly. And meanwhile, Nigma are running around. They run into each other.
They are going to be able to get a nice Soulbind combination there. Funnick is going to be able to jump in with the epicenter. Does a decent amount of damage with the Sonic Wave. Does even more. Night Stalker's almost dead here, and Thug will manage to pick up that kill. If they can close through, ILTW is trying to run down some heroes, but he's also getting low to Thug's right clicks, who now turns and goes for Kuro instead. Unfortunately, they're lacking the disables to lock people down for this Luna, as their Sand King and Puck were the first to die in this team fight. They're going to turn right back around here and maybe catch some damage onto Miracle. Miracle really shouldn't be in trouble here because, again, no disables. Those guys are dead.
Oh, he saw Grimstroke, though, chasing after him. Grimstroke has a ward, but Luna does not, so getting juked a bit. We see the Fog War here. Oh, right.
He's going to turn around with the Inkswell stun. Kuro, he's not going to make it out of here, but he will at least do a lot of damage, enough for Miracle to catch DNC. And now he's going to juke him again, perhaps? No, fortunately, because the Puck is there, they'll spot him. Oh, and Miracle, level 1 Burrow Strike. It's only going to do so much. And GH, maybe they can actually kill the Luna. Mind Control comes in, and that double swipe of the Echo Saber kills the Luna before the relocate out.
And Puck brought down the Queen in the backline. So Puck came in at the right time there as well, TPing to the mid tower, and Queen was low enough that he could burst him. That level 1 burst strike, by the way, on Queen of Pain with Kaya and Sanj looked ridiculous. Like, it didn't do anything. But look at Luna here. Look at how she stands like a turret on the high ground.
Yeah.
She starts clicking, and that damage starts bouncing around. AM blinks in as well, and he starts taking so much damage. Look at it.
Yeah, if this Coddle had some sort of stun, that could have been a dead AM. Yeah. They might have been able to clean up even more. But as you said, great thing that the Puck was able to kill the Quap in the end. Otherwise, this would have been an absolute total abject disaster.
Yeah, I think maybe Miracle could have gone out. He's stuck around even longer here, trying to do some more to the Wisp, but then he gets stunned, gets out, and yeah, he gets caught in the end. That was a good fight for Cool Guys, though. It's what they needed. I mean, they needed to catch a break and get some kills on the board, and they got quite a few there. Luna now, top net worth. Not by a lot. It's 100 difference between the top 3 here, but she is really strong.
And I imagine she probably got a healthy number of levels off of that. Level 2 Eclipse, in fact, is online. Sonic Wave turnaround, doesn't hit the Luna, goes for the IO instead. The Soul Bind between the Luna and the Sand King, who's still trying to get off his epicenter here. Funnick, Blink Dagger on cooldown for a bit, so he's not going to be able to catch any additional heroes. Another good, this one is certainly a winning trade for Cool Guys.
Yes, for sure. And I think they should keep the pressure up right now, because before Anti-Mage has a Manta style, he's not that impactful at this stage of the game. He wants to join the fight again, though. Look at him. He's not farming.
Thanks. Well, he's going to go for the kill onto the Puck. Should be able to blink away, no problem, with the Epicenter jumping in onto Miracle. Now, ILTW still hunting for that Puck kill. Might have to settle for a Sand King who's low, very low, in fact, that an ultimate would probably kill him, but ILTW's got to back out. GH rolling through, hits the Puck, nails the Coddle afterwards with the Snowball. Fortunately, he's tanky with that Essence Ring, so he'll be okay to get out. Curl, not so lucky. He's going to fall here to the finishing touch of Noob, who's now on a killing spree, and maybe in trouble here from the Night Stalker. They're going to be able to chase him down. This tag team Night Stalker combination. Now they're going to be able to close the gap onto Funnick as well. Slow down to a crawl, though. Mind Control might still be able to catch somebody. But it's going to be a long haul for him to be able to do so, and he realizes he's got to back up. GH, though, was thinking maybe we keep going, but if anything, it's Cool Guys who turns around, tries to threaten GH. He snowballs down to the low ground, but a Burrow Strike is going to be able to catch up to him. But at the same time, they got to be careful of that Night Stalker. Luna's coming in, delivering a couple of hits. One hit is, in fact, all they need to be able to finish off GH, and another pickup for Cool Guys.
Yeah, Cool Guys are getting something out of it. I mean, this time, they spent most of that time farming, so this is what you expect. Like, you fight and then there's a trade-off. But still, though, this is Cool Guys fighting for this mid-tower. This mid-tower is everything. You need to remove it right now.
And they cannot get close to this mid-tower if they don't intend to fight. Funnick has shown himself to be very aggressive with these Blink Burrows.
Yeah, Funnick is making it work, even though he had a horrendous laning stage.
Yeah.
He's still the least farmed core, but he's doing more plays than the Night Stalker right now, I would say. Of course, he's not going to scale quite as hard. Night Stalker just got a BKB finished, so there are some power spikes coming up for Nigma. But the Sand King has definitely done a lot of work here. You can only imagine what he could have done had he not been shut down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this timing is probably a big reason why you were talking about how you wanted Cool Guys to keep up the pressure, right? Because they are mostly magic damage. If they start getting BKBs online for the Night Stalker, I don't know, maybe even the Quap considers one. I know he went Kaya Sanj initially, but it may not be a bad pickup.
Look at this item as well. Very curious. I expected him to go for a Manta style, but perhaps he doesn't want one in this game because there's like Blind from Caudle, there's Luna Glaives bouncing around, there's a few things. So he goes with the SNY on Anti-Mage.
Okay.
More status resistance, harder to lock down. I mean, I'm not the level 30 Grandmaster Anti-Mage, right? I'm not going to question this.
Nice. Counterspell, delivering the Burrow Strike back onto Funnick. He's going to get snowballed to safety here. Maybe not to safety, but it buys him a little bit of time to be able to potentially get out. He turns around, does manage to get off his ultimate onto the Keeper of the Light, and he falls. GH will die in saving ILTW's life. ILTW now with the relocate back is willing to go back in. seems they're only going to be able to find Funnick here as the exit kill. 1-for-2 trade-off to the favor this time of Nigma Galaxy.
There's going to be such a scary power spike coming up when the BKB is up on Queen as well. You have a BKB on Night Stalker, BKB Queen, and then, of course, the Sancho Yasha on Anti-Mage. It's going to be very hard to lock down Nigma's core heroes. And there's not an abundant amount of lockdown on Cool Guys. I mean, they have Coil, they have Burst Strike, but
yeah,
that's really it. But Luna is right now finishing a butterfly.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, she's a monster now. Get that Satanic, and that's your high ground timing. Not even kidding. Like, you need to end the game once Satanic is done, because you don't actually want to drag this one out. Even though Luna arguably scales better than AM, it's not so much about the AM versus Luna. It's the other cores. Night Stalker is going to get much bigger than the SK.
Oh, he did go with the BKB. Second item, Queen of Pain. They're going to go on to Luna. Luna's in trouble. The IO's healing him up, though. The Sonic Wave is still not enough to be able to burst him. And now we can turn around. They're having a hard time cutting through this butterfly, but eventually a second round of spells comes through, and Miracle gets that kill. Amar's going to be up next. They do manage to bring down the Night Stalker Grimstroke, but GH might have just saved his own life with a snowball through, catching, actually hitting the puck as he blinked in there and managed to blink away on the tusk before the silence could come out from the puck. Now Noob, he's trying to get out. He may have just actually ruined Funnick a little bit here.
All these ultis.
Shift, blink, not able to get out. And Funnick is still in trouble, and they spot him. The sentry's down. They managed to get a team wipe there. NGX, Nigma Galaxy, a monster team fight win, and an opportunity to Roshan.
Yeah, immediately. Not wasting a heartbeat there. Anti-Mage starts getting over to Roche Pit, and yeah, they play that fight really well. They started out by killing Luna. I think that was the key point here. Luna is so high DPS. Look at them just all in to bring her down. They bring all 3 cores on her. They're like, actually just want to kill. I mean, Night Stalker was brought down, but...
I mean, if that's the trade-off, right, of your Night Stalker going down for Luna, you're accepting of that, right?
I'd trade Night Stalker, Grimstroke, and my Tusk, dude. To trade everything, because if Luna dies, I think AM cannot die at this point.
True.
I think that's how simple it is. Like, Luna is the only one who can kill AM.
So they make that call.
Yeah, that was really smart targeting by them. So, yeah, they do get Aegis. They now have Aegis over on Anti-Mage. And he has more than that. He's got a full Basher delivered as well. So, he's going to be dangerous now when he locks on to targets. Still no True Strike, though, for the Butterfly.
Yeah, and that is something that's going to be a problem for a bit, right? Anti-Mage doesn't really like going MKB.
Unless they bring everything, though, because Luna doesn't have a BKB of her own.
Yeah.
Right? So she can't survive getting jumped by, like, Inkswell and Night Stalker and Queen ulti. If all these things land, you got to reel her out of there. She cannot stay.
Do you think that Satanic timing, like if we get it in the next 5 minutes, do you think she goes back to being the unkillable frontline that she tried to be earlier?
Possibly. She could be bursted with perfect change stun, but near unkillable at that point with a wisp protection.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh my god, no, not like this tanking.
Yules into, I mean, there's not even a sandstorm he could get off just because the sentry was already in place.
There's no play. You're just sad.
Yeah.
Sad king.
And, you know, we don't need an MKB on Anti-Mage. I appreciated that pun. The Anti-Mage is just going to go for a butterfly of his own.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what you were saying, the physical damage from the Luna is the only thing that threatens him. If the two are just going to be staying alive, Anti-Mage is probably the happier one.
Right. Probably. Due to mobility. Easier to kite a Luna than kiting a Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
AM with Butterfly will shred this spellcaster lineup of cool guys. You gotta be kind of terrified when you're like a brown boots caudal with a veil running around and there's a Butterfly AM with Basher. Like, please no.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Arcane Rune spawns bottom. Queen is happy.
That's a big pickup. A big tool to use for the next team fight. And we've got another 4 minutes of nighttime here.
Oh, we got the Shard on Grimstroke. So now he can put Inkswell and heal people and, of course, the Strong Dispel at the end of it. So that's it's also going to do more damage, but the healing is a very, very big part. And
yeah, I mean, great. If they're going to try and focus down this Luna, she survives long enough for the Inkswell to go off. Yeah. That HP increase could be enough to allow her to get off Satanic. which is closing in very soon. They're trying to finish that up. And who knows, maybe they'll even wait out the Aegis. But at that point in time, do you think it's back to, okay, we need to end the game, or is plan A ruined, and do we have to look at plan B?
They have to try and end, but it's difficult because AM will not probably be going for Luna now, but instead trying to snipe the other heroes. And it's very difficult to walk high ground without exposing yourself to these blink cores. And also Night Stalker with that vision advantage during the fights. It's a big part that we haven't really talked about, is how easy it is to pick your target when NS just pops ulti, and there you go.
Yeah.
He used to be called the Lantern in European competitive Dota for a while.
Okay.
You pick Night Stalker by a gem, and you're a Lantern. You walk around and like provide good decisions for your team.
Right.
And I still, in my mind, he still remains the Lantern. He lights up the fight, and you know what to do.
Even better now that he gives clear vision than back in those old days, right?
True. Unobstructed, yeah. Really, really strong. It used to be an Aghanims, right? You had to buy.
Yeah.
AM is in, but I think he's going to get disengaged on.
Mind Control's here as well. They're feeling pretty good about their timing. They still need to find a way to use this Aegis for a good team fight. The Satanic is now online for the Luna. Another 2 minutes of nighttime.
They're very far on their back foot, though. Cool guys are not the ones making a move right now. They're dodging. But at the cost of that, your lanes are going to get pushed. So the creep balance will be in favor of Radiant, meaning they can set up to take a tower or make an aggressive play. It's hard to play aggressive when you have your creeps near towers.
Yeah.
Everything becomes obvious.
I do really like this, though. Did you see that DNC actually bought a gem? So they are planning for this all-in period of time. It's just going to be right after the Aegis expires in 30 seconds, and then who knows, maybe even that they wait for daytime. But either way, they agree with you. They're like, our big timing window is in this next, because you don't commit to a gem like that unless you feel like you need to take back the full map.
I agree. I mean, this is the type of game I wouldn't mind seeing a Rapier next item on Luna. And not gonna lie, like, she needs to go for more timing. Maybe she'll go for an MKB just to have some True Strike as well. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, if it was like the old Divine Rapier that did give True Strike, you'd be 100% down with that pickup, right?
Of course. That would make the choice very easy.
Lincoln's now for the Queen of Pain. So now you have just eliminated the Sand King. I mean, he can still blink Yules and then Burrow Strike you, but, you know, you're cutting down the very limited disables that are already on the field for Cool Guys.
Yeah, there's not too many triggers. Not too many things to trigger the Lincoln Sphere here. I mean, yeah, you can like loosen beam, right? But Puck doesn't have a way to do anything. Wisp doesn't have a way to do anything. So it's your Yules, like you said. You can of course use Coddle, Solar Bind, but Coddle is probably terrified in these fights.
Yeah.
I know I would be.
It's funny, there's probably a strength in numbers sort of thing, but then they're also probably scared of a blink-in BKB Inkswell Quap, you know? There's the Inkswell from, this time, the Night Stalker. Poor TNC. He blew up in an instant. You blinked and he was gone, and that means that gem they just invested to is gone, or is it?
Oh,
sure it is,
the
right?
Lantern. Look at him. He wants to show something. Here.
He's hunting for more, looking for it.
This is more of a shooing motion to show your opponents back, because neither Queen nor AM were there, so...
Come on, DNC. You got this. You got this. Speed boost. Speed boost now.
Save the gem.
Get the gem back.
Grimstock is looking for it, right? Because he brought his courier.
Yeah, I thought Kuro was sending out his courier specifically to pick up the gem, but...
He's checking high grounds with his own gem.
Oh,
so he has
okay.
one as well. But wait, did he not check that high ground? He sent his courier back.
I think his hero may not have been close enough.
Yeah.
But he thought it was.
Yeah, he specifically had his courier there to check. But
Yeah.
Wait, no, that ward is outside of the sentry range. He thought the sentry sees the high ground, but look at that sentry. It's missing the high ground. Click the sentry. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So he thought he dewarded that. That's crucial, man. If this could make a difference, if they fight up there, because they are like in their mind, oh, we cleared this. They don't see anything, but they got a little camera there.
Maybe an opportunity. We'll see if Cool Guys ever sees the opportunity to go for a smoke move.
Oh, that's the most dangerous thing that can happen when you think you definitely cleared vision,
Yes.
and then there's actually a ward. That sentry is very unfortunate.
Yeah, they're seeing so many heroes right now.
I'll keep this in mind. Above the tree, not below the tree. Okay,
Yeah.
for myself. Who am I kidding?
And
I
Luna's
don't put-
still top net worth. Aghanims now for the puck, so better lockdown against the potential upcoming BKBs. Though, do they even have?
Oh, she went BKB on Luna. Yeah,
Okay.
true. So she has her own BKB now. Try and stay safe.
It's a little awkward to get the BKB at the same time as the Aghanim Scepter, but
Yeah.
ultimately it just comes down to the right initiation, and they are going to be able to catch up to the Quap with that Ags. Oh, man, that was the reveal. That was the reveal of the Aghanim Scepter on puck. If they had been able to actually catch that Quap, it would have been bad for Nigma, but now Nigma's going to be able to strike back. The Eclipse going out, but the BKB from the Night Stalkers allowing him to just stay there and stick onto Omar, and now the IO's gone, and the helping partner of the Luna
AM is coming in.
gone, but they may still be able to do something here with a nice pushback of the Sonic Wave to be able to clear some room for Mind Control to be able to get out. Miracle's in some trouble, but he does manage to blink away just in time as he actually... Okay, he's good, he's good. The Thug, though, is just delivering out the damage. The Force Staff forward managed to keep him on top of GH. They're going to turn around and fight ILTW now. ILTW is just going to go for this Luna. Managed to get a bash up with the ultimate, brings Thug super low. The Butterfly is allowing some misses, but ultimately ILTW proves to be the stronger hero. That was the timing for Cool Guys, and it wasn't a terrible fight for them, but I feel like they wanted more.
It was really great though. They forced buybacks. I mean, obviously you don't want to have your carry dying to an anti-mage in the end there. That's the worst, result of a showdown there. You want to win it, but they were leading really well. They forced a buyback from the Tusk, and anti-mage was too far to join the fight in the start. So I think they couldn't really have asked for much better of a fight.
Well, I mean, it would have been better if they caught that Quap at the start, right? That was
Yeah.
They had their BKB, they had their Aghanim's puck, and it was like, okay,
You saw
this timing is kind of bad for Nigma Galaxy. Cool Guys might actually just be able to like get this quick kill, but it was like 400 HP.
DNC is getting chased here. As we go back to live, we can see they're chasing still. The anti-mage is just going for more.
That's
He
a
gets the
dieback.
kill. Yeah, he just killed Caudle. No buyback.
Oh, that's a rough one. So the buyback of Cool Guys from that last fight, there was one each, right? GH used his and died in that fight. Now DNC has also died, so.
Yeah, but Roche is up and taking Outpost first. We're probably going to see Nigma just go straight into Roche now. Very difficult to contest this. We saw the value of the Kaya and Sanj builds on Queen there. A lot of people think about the spell amp, how much it is and how value it is compared to buying a Bloodstone. It's a lot stronger. But that status resistance is the big part.
Yeah.
Making you so chunky.
We've got the shard now for the Animage. Where do you rate the Aghanim Scepter on Animage?
His Aghanim Scepter?
Yeah.
It's fun, but I don't rate it as high power spike-wise.
Okay.
It depends a lot on how the game is played, but in this game, I don't think it's very strong at all, because he can just blink in himself. He doesn't need to sit back and send in your illusion. I think it's better in games where you're terrified of going in as AM. You can like send in your illusion, try and bait something, confuse your opponent, maybe bait some big spell. There's not really any big spell outside of Coil here. And they probably won't get baited.
Oh, Funnick. He thought he was going to be able to slow down ILTW for free here, but actually does get punished right away from GH. Not enough to die or anything, but it is something he's going to have to keep in mind. The push down bottom lane is going to be forced a response out of Miracle. Who'll TP.
There's another Aghanims coming up, though, that I really like.
Yeah?
It's GH. GH picking up the Tusk Aghanims. So he's going to be able to just kick the Luna away. If he's ever sees a problem that she's just standing there, he can just, get rid of her.
Free tether break. That's nice.
Yeah, that too. It's a pretty fantastic way to get rid of an annoying BKB carry and just give yourself time. Or catch people out, because he has Blink. He can blink in, snowball them, walk around them, and then kick them into his team.
Yeah. That's perfect for a potential high ground siege if you want a way to be able to get that pick off. And we might be seeing that here with it being nighttime, they having the Aegis, and a 15,000 net worth lead. Nigma Galaxy is closing out the map right now.
You know, GH, you know, GH is just like, please guys, 200 gold. I just want this.
Yeah,
but
a little bit more.
But they do have Aegis. We're probably gonna see them try something. He almost wants to blink in there. LTW thinking about it.
Yeah, they've got less than 3 minutes to make use of this Aegis, and you can see cool guys are just trying to split push the map right now, dodge fights if possible. Tier 4 is actually good timing for that, so if anything, they might wait out the eggs because they want to finish up their Tier 4 items.
I think an unsung hero in this game as well is going to be the Anti-Mage Aghanim Shard, because there's so much spell damage on cool guys, and this shard is super strong for reducing damage. If you're near your opponents, I mean, that's minus 30% of their spell amp that you're taking away.
Yeah.
So if we think about how much people enjoy their Kaya Sanj like Puck has, imagine getting 2 negative Kaya Sanj just doing a fight. That is no fun.
Mind control. Trying to catch the Puck here. The Puck's going to be forced to use the coil. Miracle doesn't have a stun, so he will manage to get away. Nicely played by Noob.
Yeah, that was clean. He gets out. He had the gem as well, so he really didn't want to die there.
They know that the whole team showed at top lane, so they're actually going to try and kill ILTW here. Now, ILTW is super tanky, plus he has the Aegis, so...
Yeah,
ooh,
and no coil anymore, right?
Yeah.
You use that to get out, so...
Without a coil, it's actually entirely out of question.
You might get punished for that. 80 seconds is a pretty long cooldown on coil. 50 seconds remaining here as they're already at the high ground. With an Aegis, are we going to see Nigma press the advantage for high ground here?
Yeah, I mean, I think they just found the last of their Tier 4 items, which was that Timeless Relic. They also just finished up Octarine for the Queen of Pain, so they're hitting a lot of timings here all at once.
Dude, she's got 2.8. No, she has 3-second cooldown on Blink. She had an Arcane, was 2.8. That is really strong. Took the Blink CDR instead of Lincoln's, since there's not really that much to block.
Yeah, and you've got the Shard as well, so just constant silences you can be throwing around. Funnick, force that Burrow Strike away. He's good, but the tower, not so lucky as ILTW just continues to shrug off the magic damage from these spells.
They are harassing him down, though, and it's uncomfortable to stay there. They're going to go for the Wisp ball.
They're also uncomfortable with this split push play. They're actually going to not be able to make the relocate out, which means Thug is in a little bit of trouble here. He does have BKB teleport, and I don't believe they have anything to punish that. Tusk was a bit too far away.
And no Basher on this Night Stalker. He's going for an AC.
Okay.
He's not... That's not his job to bash. That's the AM, who has an Abyssal now, so he can bash quite hard.
And he's almost got MKB as well.
An attempt bottom, maybe. They want the Night Stalker.
They're going to try. Gets him down to about half and forces out the BKB. Now it's going to be daytime, so things might just be a little bit easier for cool guys. Though it's still a big hill to climb as he managed to get the kick back there. Killing the immediate buyback there from the IO. They actually lost GH. What did he kick exactly? Was that an illusion or something?
Can we get a replay? I was actually checking an item there. I'm not sure who he got there with the kick.
I think he might have kicked a Luna illusion or something, right? Because whatever it was inconsequential.
Yeah, perhaps that's what happened. I didn't see anyone fly out, so I was very confused. And he just got punished. 50 seconds on Tusk now. Some time to get map control. We can see a replay. He kicked out...
Oh, he kicked out the Puck.
Oh, yeah.
And there was just no one there to punish.
Yeah, so Puck is flying out, yeah. I love this angle.
Thank you, production. Now we've seen it.
Yeah. Slippery Puck, though. Even if you kick it out, I mean, you need to have some instant stun or, like, Grimstroke silence. It is actually Nigma going for the fight here, even though they don't have Tusk.
Yeah, they pop the darkness. And if cool guys can totally get out, okay, losing the Coddle. If everyone else can get out, I don't feel like this is the worst thing in the world, though. They did lose their gem. That one's going to hurt. Noob actually just killing a courier in the top lane. Immediate TP response.
Yeah, just understanding the value of these creep waves, killing killing Courier, but also this pressure on the lane. Just get the creep wave back as far as possible. All of them go over there, make sure the puck is not still there. Not a big pick-off, though. They just get... I mean, they get the gem, but killing Caudle is not that essential here.
Yeah, especially since the Coddle's going to be up in 15 seconds. Now they know it's daytime. Do you think that this is... Do you think Cool Guys should try and push out some, or...?
It's daytime, and there's no Night Stalker ulti, so I think you can't ask for a better timing. And you also know that there's something of value coming up. Roche can come up at any point.
So you were pessimistic about late game for Cool Guys.
I was.
It's about to get even worse. You've got an Ags on Kuro.
Yeah, I saw him queuing that up. He went straight for it after the Ethelans. He's been working on this for a while. But yeah, he has Aghanim's against Luna, and that illusion could shred, so... Now suddenly you can't let Kuro live, because he's going to make a copy of Luna that will like shred her own team.
Yeah. It's like... I mean, it's a big part of the reason why, you know, we're seeing all these Lunas and TBs keep on getting picked against the Luna, right? It's like...
It's almost going to be either you go on the Grimstroke, or it's going to be Luna's job to make sure she kills the illusion quickly.
Yeah.
Because that illusion will... no one else will kill it. It doesn't die to anything but Luna.
Yeah, and it's probably going to decimate your poor Io, who's right there next to you.
He'll decimate everything. It's going to be DNC, dude. He's not had a nice game here.
Yeah.
Always the sacrifice, playing support. Antimage looking for something. Im is no boots, by the way. He's 6 slaughtered right now.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And so is Miracle, Refresher.
But you see, the illusion immediately gone there. That was the Dark Portrait. It died in like less than 2 seconds. If Luna focuses it, she kills it fast.
Yeah.
But if there's something else in a team fight, she gets distracted a little bit. Whoopsie daisy, there goes
Or if they stun her, right? Like if they manage to like walrus punch her or even kick her away after they get the illusion.
Make an illusion, kick the real one away. Luna's ours now.
But the Io is just left there. It's like, where'd my Luna go? Now he's left with the evil Luna.
You made this? I made this. That's Kuro.
5-man smoke up. The point is, Cool Guys, it's hard to take fights right now, and that's why this initiation is all important. This smoke and a potential illusion rune being found for the Luna, a really nice one to find.
That is value. One of the best illusion heroes in the game, of course.
That'll allow them to be able to push in this mid lane risk-free. But a smoke up from Nigma Galaxy at the same time. It's going to break. ILTW is going to be burrow struck first. They're going to immediately pop Manta and try and go for him, but he actually blinks over to the back line. GH actually kicking, and DNC snowballing onto Noob, getting that double pickup, and ILTW is going to work on Omar as well as Thug. He's stuck between the two of them. He does manage to blink himself away, but Funnick has no damage dealers next to him. They leave the Luna on Io for last. The Luna will fall right next to the Io. A shared grape between the two of them, and no buybacks either from Cool Guys. At least not from their cores. They bought back on Noob and DNC. Now looks like they're going to be caught as well, unless Noob can win this fight solo. Managed to get 2 kills off the bat. Going for Kuro as well, but the silence, that Phantom's Embrace just lasts too long. Buybacks actually, I think they got the buybacks just now. They didn't have the gold before, but now they do. Now they're here. Now they're going to be able to kill Kuro. ILTW jumping back into the fight. Can they deal with this Animage? He's going to work. He has the help. Snowball in. They also have... Whoa, nice burrow strike. That's on 2, but Thug simply doesn't have the damage to deal with this Animage. He's too damn big. Double kill for ILTW, and ultimately a double team wipe that will finish off the game. Nigma Galaxy, they had the better late game, you said, and it showed in that last fight.
Yeah, they had 3 cores that are all massive. GH, of course, also became